Yeah, hello, this is Pradipto Chatterjee from Co-Growth, and today I have Mr. Alok Marodia from Pan Seeds here with me, and I had a very nice experience working with Alokji and could help him in his growth journey. So I'd like to hear from Alokji straight about his experience, how the entire journey was with a consultant and how it helped. Over to you, Alokji.
Thank you, Mr. Chatterjee, for inviting me to this program and asking me for my thoughts on how your interaction with me helped in our growth journey, right?
That's right.
So, basically, if you remember, we were struggling to set up a HR's division in the company, right? Not really that. I think our first relationship started with setting up of operational systems in the company,
Hmm.
right? Setting up systems which could make our operations smoother and so that there could be lesser number of mistakes and we could do the we could comply with all the needs and requirements that were needed to run the operations smoothly, right?
Right.
So now as I'm reminded that we started actually when we wanted to set up an ISO system in the company.
No, you had
And
ISO when we met. You
I
had
yeah
ISO.
maybe
You
yeah
had ISO, but
yeah
you wanted.
so yeah you so from there, we didn't really have many systems and processes. So you were the one who helped us in setting up systems and processes, the kind of records we need to keep, the kind of reports we need to make. So what happened was once we had those in place, our people were given those reports and records, and they maintained those things meticulously. And it was, it was quite an easy thing after that to run the operations because we knew our people also knew what are the records they need to maintain, and they also knew what are the reports they need to prepare.
Okay.
So it was, and when they need to prepare those reports, so it was pretty smooth. So that is one, that was probably the first interaction we had. And I'm happy to say that some of the reports and records are still in use and the
Right.
systems are still prevalent. Of course, with changing system, with changing style of working in terms of new technology and
Yeah.
stuff, the ways of reporting and other things have changed over a period of time, but the essence still remains.
Correct.
The essence is still there. So this is and once we did that, you came up with a lot of new ideas. Like we had a management review meeting. We started a concept of a management review meeting once every 3 months,
Hmm.
wherein uh, we discussed all issues pertaining to various areas of business, right? And at that time, I remember coined the term,
100 crore. I don't recall.
yeah,
Uh,
something like that, Mission 100 or
yeah.
something like that. So that was a good 8 9 years back. And
Yes.
one of the meetings, you threw this question to the entire floor. I think that time our turnover was around 20 25 crores,
Yes.
and something like that. And you told ki, okay, how do you think we can achieve 100 crores?
Correct.
So many people kind of thought, ki, what are you talking and stuff? And actually, that is also the initial thought that came to my mind also was, well, how is this possible?
Okay.
But uh, every meeting, every interaction, every interaction throws up some ideas at the back of the mind, which stays back,
Correct.
and that stayed back at the back of my mind. That Vision 100. The word was Vision 100.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know that
Yes.
was the Vision 100. So it was easy, it was catchy, it was easy. Good seed, good life, Vision 100. you know,
Right.
and that is the time when you were there, and you in fact became more active in the company's consulting part, and we used to have quite a few review meetings and brainstorming sessions on various things, where you even started us helping in our HR activities
Correct.
a lot. I remember you participated in a lot of interviews, and so that we could get some proper manpower for our organization. But the main point which actually helped us was that one thought of Vision 100.
I see.
So when actually the so if I had really need to summarize, I would say that
Or
uh,
rather, if I
in
can put it,
anybody's.
like this, if you have to tell a small business owner, what would be your suggestion to a small business owner? Today, you have grown quite a
So
bit. So,
basically, the thing is that he has to set the bar high.
okay,
He has to set the bar high, and he has to believe that this can be achieved,
okay,
and gradually he has to work towards it. And I think when you set the bar high, I think everybody in the company also starts looking at that bar, and they all start contributing in that measure in reaching that bar. Of course, you need to continuously work on it, and you need to continuously calibrate yourself based on the way you are growing. But the only way is if you set your bar high. If you have
absolutely,
your targets low, I don't think if you do it, if you, of course, the growth is not going to come in one year or 2 years, but you should have that vision. Okay, I need to reach 100 crores or 500 crores by, let's say, X amount of years or 5 years time. And once you have that, you start back calculating. And once you start back calculating, you will find that, okay, these are the missing links. And
right,
then you start working on those missing links. And one of the links, one of the reasons why we set up our Midnapur plant was actually our one of the steps for identifying a spot in Midnapur that was one of the events which led us to reach 100 crores.
okay,
So had that vision not been there, this plant would not have been there.
wow,
So this is how it works. So
yeah,
this is how it works. So I think everyone has to have their vision. They have to, of course, it cannot be utopian, but it has to be
of course,
something which is certainly which can be a little like dreaming, but more realistic kind of thing. And I would suggest that everybody should strive to think beyond what they think is achievable, and I'm sure they can reach there.
wow, fantastic. That's a very good piece of advice, and I'm sure this is going to help quite a good number of MSMEs because this is where I'm going to share it with most MSMEs, and I hope they also benefit from it and take it up that yes, achieving a vision is definitely possible. It's not just a number; it is really achievable.
Absolutely.
So that's the good part.
Absolutely.